Brent, when you look at the entirety of the conference, of course, much was made of an 0-4/1-5 start for the SEC in bowl games. I would like to be in a perfect world where everybody's on the field. There are no opt-outs. The SEC's leading rushers not opting out for Missouri, and then we could go down the line because I want to give credit where credit is due to the winners of the bowl games. But there is some consideration that needs to be made in evaluating these results. So, SEC fans will tell you that it's the best conference, and I largely think that there's no debate. But SEC detractors will tell you it's a top-heavy conference, that there are two teams, and then there's a huge drop-off, and look at other bowl results. So what do you gather from the bowl season and some of the results?
Yeah, and we've still got LSU to go, and that will be interesting. And Mark, they're trying to get Garrett Nussmeier in a situation where if he played in the game, that he wouldn't take a red shirt away from him. Look, if you or I had any eligibility left, we could probably play quarterback for LSU on Tuesday night. May not last long, but we could at least run out there, couldn't we? So that gives you a little bit of indication. It's a mixed bag. I mean, I cover the SEC and I get that, but I think also you've got some teams in the league that normally are really good, that frankly right now are going to be going through a lot of rebuilding. I mean, Florida is one of those that is very close to where I live here in Jacksonville, with Billy Napier coming in. But I'm convinced Billy Napier is the guy for them. I think he's going to do a terrific job, but they've got to be patient with Napier in this time too. But they really struggle at quarterback. Look, Emory Jones he gave it his all. He deserves a lot of credit, Mark, but the reality is he is not the answer for them at quarterback. And that would be the main thing that they need to do. Auburn's in the same situation, frankly, a terrible ending, losing 5 in a row. They've got to be able to find a quarterback also. And you can make the argument Auburn starting quarterback next year may not even be on campus yet. We're not sure what all that might mean right now, but I think that's a real issue for them. You certainly see a lot of improvement from Tennessee, a difficult loss for Tennessee in the bowl game. I think we all hated to see Matt Corral get hurt. Thankfully, that was only a sprained ankle. I think they may have won. I think Tennessee may have won. So, look, in this day and age of opt-outs, I don't know if you can compare. And I will say not only for the SEC, Mark, I don't know how fair it is to compare anymore. I know sometimes all we got's the score and who's on the field. But with these opt-outs at this point, what that means for the conference. Is the SEC still the best conference? Yes. I'm with you. I don't have any doubt about that. I think they proved that during the regular season. I think A&M is up and coming. Frankly, they had a tremendous recruiting class. But again, the reality for A&M is their quarterback situation. Calzada is in the transfer portal. I know they've got a lot of exciting kids who are coming in. Max Johnson from LSU, who's coming in. That's going to be fascinating to be able to kind of see where that goes. The job that Mark Stoops has done at Kentucky, 2 10-win seasons in 4 years, where I may be off on this a little bit, but they did not have 2 10-win seasons before Mark Stoops. That didn't happen. That only happened like during the period of like 4 decades. I mean, it was just unbelievable. But Will Levis coming in made a huge difference. Chris Rodriguez, Wan'Dale Robinson. That was such a fun team to see. And I won't go into the whole conference for the to save some of the time. But Mark, I'll just be honest with you. I don't like opt-outs. I never have. I think it takes a lot away. I mean, just play one more game. People are going to look at Matt Corral, but Matt Corral wanted to play. I give him a lot of credit for playing. He knew how big that game was. Ole Miss doesn't get the Sugar Bowl very often, so he knew how important during that time was. So certainly, as you said, a mixed bag for the SEC in the bowl games.